Hi Shoomimi, it is
Hi,
that one
Rebel.
bozo that saw you trying to
Yes!
use that bot in the PXLS server. Just to let you know, pickle is just a silly funny way to say pixel. Thought I'd let you know,
Oh
Vedel
my god, thank you, Reno Bell. I want you to know. Okay. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, a lot happened since the last stream, and let me explain the pixel art success. I was gonna say fiasco, only because I unknowingly took on a crazy amount of project at work, and Shoe Minions really bailed me out of that one. Shoe Minions really bailed me out of that one, because okay, so basically for Connor's, so Cdawgva's canvas, right? At the very end, a lot of the swarm, they like banded together to organize this like final end piece with all of like you know a bunch of different communities in it, and I think they mentioned it to Cdawgva mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool, sure, you know. But then I really underestimated how much work it would be, because I didn't really know anything about pixel art at the time. Oh, Toho organized it? Wait, really? Did they? Well, I didn't know that. Okay, well, big shout outs to Toho. It was me. I was clueless, which is really funny because the bot that you could use is called Clueless. Anyway, okay, hold on. Let me just show you. I'll show I can show you the conversation. Okay, so I said, hey guys, there's a cool little project, and this is like one of the drafts for the final piece, right? And then so it was like, if I submit a specific art, we can put I said we could try to add my stupid face to it, you know? And then you can leak mine too. Oh, wait, I didn't recognize your name because it was different. Thank you so much. Okay, this is me confessing that I kind of had no idea what I was signing up for, but I said this is the art, hee. And yeah, and this is like, these are the colors, this is like where I'll be, and then like all these things, okay? And then okay, I did kind of guess that.
Good night.
Wait, if you're okay with me showing DMs, I'll show the. So I said, yay, thank you. Okay, so very, very lovely Katape, I think I'm saying your name right, asked if we have pixel artists, and so I was like, yeah, I mean, we had some Shoe Minions who helped with pixel art before, so I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden I saw you say pickle artist, and I was like, maybe that was a typo. Maybe the pickle artist was like, maybe pickle artist was a typo.
My father
and I was
is
confused.
for some
I was like,
reason
pixel, yes.
physically incapable.
You didn't ask to clarify? I did not ask to clarify, okay? And then I don't know. Okay, let me just be very clear. I don't know any of these terms, right? And so they're like, you gotta defiddle it, right? And they explained what it was, convert it into high quality pixel art. And I was like, cool. Great, sounds good. And then I was like, okay, great. And then this is the color. I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Hooray, right? Okay.
Yes.
And then and then I was like, guys, this is at the beginning where I'm like, we're gonna try to do this and see how it's done, and then slowly over time we're kind of like, hold on a second, this is gonna take. I was gonna like redraw it pixel by pixel. And that's stupid, guys. It's stupid. Don't do that. No, you did a really good job explaining. We actually got everything done afterwards, but I was just very shy. I want this to be very clear. This is, if there was any miscommunication or anything, first of all, there wasn't. You were very clear. I just never asked for you to elaborate. And then so we like look through this stuff, and you can see I'm getting more and more like, oh no, I don't know if this is possible. And then I was like, oh, do you think this is good? And then I was trying to use the bot. I joined a server, the Pixel Space server, to use the bot, and then Renobel, a very lovely bozo, saw me, and I'm like, oh my god, bozo! Oh my god, a bozo! And then I got added to the Neurosamus Pixlers server, okay? And then you guys were so sweet, you gave me like an extra role. It was like called the veteran role, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't deserve the veteran role. everyone was so sweet, being like, if you need any help, just let us know. And I said, yeah, haha, yeah, don't worry, it's all good. And then you can see me saying, they animated the NeuroPixel server, I'm so confused. They said, do you have a pickle artist? I said, yeah, thinking it was a typo, but I don't think it was a typo. What the hell is a pickle artist? I feel like I'm just lying my ass off. I said, what is it? I looked up pickle artist, and this was the only thing that came up. I was like, who the hell is that? I said, I'm so out of my depth. Dude, Cdawgva is like, like a very a normal person, be like, ask them for help. And I said, I don't know, dude. I'm too stressed. I'm too stressed to do it. And then it was I got too silly. And then a lot of Shoe minions, I think, saw me like freaking out, and they came to help. I said, guys, Pickle is an editor for images. And first rank saying no way kills me. Wait, really? It's not just a pickle? Okay, but there is a pickle editor, to be fair. If you look at pickle editor, it is a thing.
Impoverished online
What?
pickle artist.
And then, so basically a lot of very lovely Shoe minions who I now gave a different role for. It's an animator. Okay. Crazy coincidence. What the fuck? And then this was when I drew ew, because this is how I was feeling. I was going, Anyway, Carnelian drew the This is how I was feeling. Confused pickle artist? Yeah, a lot of very lovely community members. Like Cdawgva was drawing it like pixel by pixel, and then like a bunch of, oh my gosh, ET, Z Attack, I know First Rank, Altscop, Moja, like everybody helped make, and Murden and Mizuki, a lot of people helped make the pixel art. And this was like, I think ultimately from the beginning to like the end was like, what, 4 hours?
Shoomimi, are you gonna archive that channel now?
I will archive this channel, yes. And then so it's so cute. And at the end, Altscop's piece was the one that we decided to put on the canvas. It was very, look at that. Wow. But I really appreciated every single person's help so much. And also, at first we were like, what if we all like split it into a couple of different things and we make Frank and Mimi? And then Altscop made like a little combination of it, and then I used it as my profile pic. And so they made like a smoother smoother gif. Look at that. Pickle artist. The combination's so cute. I love it so much. And it looked really, really nice. Let me show you the final. I was there for the very end part of the canvas, and it was so lovely and so cool. And I was like, this is crazy. The whole time I was like, this is crazy,
wow,
actually.
It's
this
only
is crazy.
been 2 months.
Oh my god. Can I call you Canopy? Canopy? That's incredible. I'm so sorry you missed it, but it was very lovely and it was cool. And I know it was just like a repositioning, but because originally I was supposed to be on the very top right over here. If you can see, actually, I don't know if you can see, by Rose Doodle. And then repositioning and stuff, I was smack dab right there, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. After I was panicking about it. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Anyway, it was really cool, and dude, it was so rad, and it was so cool. And thank you so much. Thank you.